You want to know about the Mavic Mini's camera and how it can handle video? Let's check that out. Hey guys, Felix here with Quadcopterguide, and today we're taking a look at the Mavic Mini's camera, specifically the video aspects of it. In my last video, which you can check out up here, we kind of focus on the photo or photography aspects down in Szentendre, also close to here to Budapest, Hungary. We're kind of in downtown Budapest on Margaret Island, Margit-sziget, and check out what's behind me if I fix the exposure here. Look at that. How cool is that? All right, since that's a little bit more interesting looking than I am, we'll keep the exposure kinda here. So I got the Mavic Mini, I put it in my rig and I walked around this beautiful little island, all kinds of cool things and changing colors to see. Let's see what we can do with the video. Hey, real quick, this video is brought to you by the Mavic Mini video guide, which I'm working on for you guys. You can check out the details here with the link on the screen, or check out the link in the description below. If you want to reduce the time it takes to become a pro at your Mavic Mini, feel free to check it out. You can learn from my hundreds and hundreds of drone flights over the years. Check out the details in the link, and let's get back to the video. All right, so I've got Final Cut Pro fired up here, which is my video editor of choice. And I wanted to show you guys the kind of before and after these clips. I just did some very, very basic color correction, not even color grading, more just color correction on these clips. I didn't want to go too extreme because, let's face it, if you have a Mavic Mini or you're thinking about getting a Mavic Mini, you're not going to want to sit there for hours and adjusting the colors of your footage. You just want it to maybe look just a little bit better than straight out of the camera. So that's what I try to do. Okay, so here's the first clip here. And if I uncheck the color wheel, you can see that this is the before and here's the after. So before and after. And this is the only clip where I warmed up the white balance just a little bit. But besides that, I adjusted the saturation just a hair. And that's it on this one. The exposure is as out of the camera. All right, let's turn off the music here so you guys don't hear it all chopped up. All right, so the second clip, here's without, and here's with. On this one, it's a little bit more subtle, but if you look at, for example, this red mailbox or the cab yellow, you can see that the colors are just a little bit nicer. And the building, the wall and the buildings as well. So a subtle change, but an effective one. Now here, I don't know if you noticed, but this is the first slow motion clip. So I recorded this at 60 frames per second, which of course is 1080p on the Mavic Mini. And I slowed it down. I'm working on a 25p or 25 frames per second timeline here because I'm recording this in Europe, and for various reasons we shoot at 25p, not 24p or 30p. So I got to slow this down. There's a website you can use to calculate what the maximums you can slow it down to. Let's see, if we go here and go to, what is it, frame rate calc. Yeah, so find something like this, the max slowdown of a clip. And so let's say we shot it at 60 on the Mavic Mini. It's actually 59.94, I believe, and my project frame rate is 25. So I got to slow down my footage to 41.71%, and that's how I got it to the native speed of my timeline. So check that out here. Before and after. Just looks a little bit pale, and with very slight tweaks, I got it to be like this. And here you can see the slow motion. It's more noticeable when you see the people running here that they're moving in slow motion. Okay, so the next clip
with this weird houseboat or thing you can rent out for your events. So this one was actually a little bit underexposed. So I raised up the highlights quite a bit here. This is of course without the color correction, and here is with. Before and after. Now this clip is pretty cool. How many of you guys think that this flare here is added on with an effect? It's actually not. I angled the camera of the Mavic Mini to the exact point where you've got a sun flare, and in my opinion this is actually kind of a nice flare. It's not obnoxious like the Phantom 4 Pro. So it looks kind of nice. So this one, before, see how it's kind of also pale, and after. So adds some of that color back in. And now here's another slow-mo of the leaves falling. So this was also 1080p, same thing that I did with the other one. I slowed it down to the 41.71%. And here's the before and after. On this clip here, before and after. This one I also raised up the exposure a little bit because it was a little bit dark. And of course I used video scopes and that kind of stuff, but that's kind of too deep for this video. I'm not going to go into everything, but I just want to show you guys the before and after. Look at the color in the leaves and the benches. So it's nice. Just a very slight adjustment makes the footage pop just a little bit more. And before and after. Quite large improvement in my opinion. And the song I got off Epidemic Sound, if you guys are not aware of them, or you want to check out what that is all about, I've got a link to it in the description below. Feel free to check it out if you like posting videos on YouTube and you want to find music that is copyright free and won't get you copyright strikes. You don't have to worry about anymore. They've got a huge sound effects library as well. Feel free to check it out. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of that video sequence and the color corrections. Is that something you're willing to do or learn how to do for your drone footage? Or do you think you're just going to live with whatever footage comes out of the Mavic Mini or your drone and you're not interested in kind of tweaking it to make it look better? I'm interested to see what you guys say. Let me know in the comments below. And in the meantime, check out some of this other great content on the channel. Thanks guys.